here with at CPAC Mexico with the president of Mis amigos migrantes, pues aquí estoy.
Total catastrophe, and it is a crisis.
Of a child, right there. All these NGOs, you're fake. It is this, the crisis of children.
Good evening to all. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue right here, live from Paris, from Paris. It is the 7th of August, and it is exactly 12:15 at midnight. We just recently passed to the 7th of August, so it's 12:15 at midnight. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. We are live from Paris. We were at Normandy today in France at Omaha Beach, a really historical place, incredible historical, and you guys do not want to miss the story that we will be posting. I will talk about it a little bit, but actually you can see the video. But before I move on, in exactly around 40 to 45 minutes in locals, it is going to be the premiere of the video that is an incredible story for tomorrow. An incredible story that we did yesterday. I apologize. I'm really off track with the days. An incredible story that we did a couple of days ago of the migrants of Sudan in Calais, France, as the migrants from South Sudan are the ones that they're migrating consistently from France all the way into the UK. And it's an incredible story. It is an incredible video, incredible story. You guys do not want to miss this live video that is going to be promoted and premiered at locals at our platform at locals.com. Knowing that we are live from Paris from our hotel room, we have been traveling and we are going to stay here in Paris for a couple of days. Investigating what is going on over here with different political situations, which they have been happening in the past months due to the government of Emmanuel Macron. But ultimately, we want to talk to you about what we did today, and specifically, what we did today. And also, before I move on, I apologize for this. And also for Buy Me a Coffee supporters, you can actually see this in locals. So people that they're already subscribers or members at locals, you guys can see this video. So become a subscriber or a member at locals, and you can actually see this video that we are going to promote today. It is an incredible video, around 40 minutes. Don't miss it at locals. And also Buy Me a Coffee members, you can have access to this video. Today, we visited one of the most historical days. And I want to say before I move on, for me to go to the Normandy Cemetery at Omaha Beach, it was a complete honor. It is a complete honor. It is something that not too many Americans have the privilege to see, even people that they have their family members on this incredible cemetery. They haven't had the possibility to go and see their family member, as it is an incredible sight. It is unbelievable. And let me tell you and talk to you about a little bit what we experienced today. We arrived with the great Chuck Colton, my brother Ben Berquam, and a young kid by the name of Mark Tomlin, who has been, an incredible human being and also a contributor for video and editing. He's so intelligent, young, 19 years of age. The story goes like this. We arrived, we saw the entrance, and just The Normandy entrance to this specific area, that is the Normandy Cemetery, for the June 6th, that is celebrated on June 6th. It is just an unbelievable sight. The whole road to get there is just incredible. And I was a little bit excited, but when you get there, you get the emotion that you're not worthy to be there. I'm a foreigner, I'm a Mexican citizen. I didn't know if I had the privilege to be there, to walk on that place that Americans, United States citizens, died for their country and their freedom. And I said, I think that I don't have that privilege. I'm not worthy to be here. It's a huge honor. And we were walking, and there's like a pool, like a vintage pool, and it has little rocks, and it's a beautiful entrance, so magical, so incredible. And as we were walking in, you can actually feel a strong vibe. It's really heavy. It's extremely heavy vibe. As you walk down, it's like a little hallway, and it's incredible. And you can see the Omaha Beach, where everything happened, where that day, that more than 9,000 Americans died for their country and for their freedom. Incredible. As you go down, there's a lot of inspection points where they are showing you the maps where they were entering, where they were climbing, and how they were getting attacked, and how they stopped the invasion, and how they beat the Nazi government, the Nazi military. As you turn left, you see the incredible sight, and it is just thousands of crosses of American soldiers, thousands of them. I mean, thousands. It's just an unbelievable sight. Incredible. And when you're walking towards there, it's just like it's unbelievable. It makes you understand. Me as a foreigner, I'm not a US citizen, but as a foreigner, it makes you understand these were young kids, the youngest, according to a person that works there. He was 16 years of age, an unknown soldier. These were people that they cannot recognize due to several circumstances of the that day of the event. He was 16 years of age, but a lot of them, the olders, the majority were 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years of age. It was an incredible sight. Amazing. And it makes you understand when you were there what happened to the youth of the United States. The majority of these kids, some of them, they infiltrated and they cheated on their age to be drafted. Some of them, they lied because it was an honor to serve in the military. It was a complete honor to go over there and to try to serve and go and fight for your country and represent the United States of America. And now, this is the thing that we were discussing when we were talking with my brother Ben. I was telling him what happened. And it's just, we had to pray, and we had to pray that God comes and illuminates this young generation, this generation of young kids that they are being brainwashed by the Marxist and communist agenda. We walked, we took some video, we did some incredible video. You guys do not want to miss this video. Hopefully, I will have the enough strength to. It's been a long day. These days have been long. You guys bear with me. I'm trying to, accustom to the hours. It is right now 12:24 over here. And in my side of town, we are, in Tijuana is 9 hours away. So imagine, it is a huge change for me. So as I was there, I was talking to my mentor, the great Chuck Holton. I was saying, like, this is an honor. It's a complete honor. These are all American U.S. citizens, American soldiers that they died for their country, and so young, so young. And as we were walking, there's different, pathways and different different scenarios, and there was a scenario where they have all their names on a rock, and it's just incredible to see that. It's just incredible to see that. And as we were walking out, something happened, and this is part of the video. This is why you can miss this video. So I will tell you a little bit of what happened. So this young kid that is, the editor, and ultimately he has a lot of talent. It's a new breed of journalism. His name is Mark Tomlett. He's been with Chuck Colton for the longest of time. And we know his dad, his father. His father is Matthew Tomlett. He's our correspondent over there in Panama. You guys seen him in my videos. The kid is 20 years old, intelligent, really nice kid. Apparently, they told him that his great great uncle was in that war and that he died on Normandy. And they were looking for him. Amazingly, guess what? He was there. Not too many people have the opportunity to be at the cemetery and to visit their family member. And they gave him memorabilia, a letter from the White House, different honors. And ultimately, they took him to visit his great great uncle. As they were about to take him, they told us, "You can come." And I said, "Wow, this is unbelievable. I'm in the presence of something that is incredible." American citizens, a lot of them, they wish that they can have this opportunity to visit their family. And I have the opportunity to be standing at a place where all these people gave their lives for the freedom of the great country of the United States. I was so honored. So I stepped into the golf cart, Ben, Chuck, the young kid, Marky, and myself. We rode into the place. It's a huge tour. The guy in the golf cart starts explaining to you the whole cemetery, the whole story of the whole place. It's unbelievable. And when we got there, it's just to step on the grass as we were going to where, God rest his soul, this man was buried. I didn't want to step into the grass. I said, I'm not worthy enough to step into this grass. I don't deserve to step into this grass. I really do not. I stopped. And then they told me, come on, get in here. I stepped into the grass. I started walking. And it's a whole beautiful celebration when a family member goes there. As we saw all the crosses, we thought that their names were not in the crosses because it's so white. The cross is so white that you cannot see. But if you get close to one of the crosses, you cannot cross into the grass because they have a wire that protects from nobody to jumping over or walking in it. Only family members can walk inside of that place. And as you got close, you can see actually the names. So I'm like, oh, they have the names on the crosses. So the curious thing of this celebration where a family member goes there is that they bring the guy that it takes you to the grave, they bring you sand from the Normandy beach on a bucket with a scrub. They bring it. And also they bring two flags. When they get there, they tell you this is your family member. You actually see the name. But a way that you can recognize that the family member was visited, they do a huge celebration. They grab some sand from the Normandy beach and they scrub it on the whole grave. And on the back, also his military tag number. When it's tagged, they clean it with the rubber, with some kind of scrub, and they scrub it. And when it gets cleaned, you can actually see the letters. You can actually see more clearly his name with sand of the Normandy beach, which is differentiates. It makes a huge difference from all the other graves that are there. Unbelievable. Then they put two flags First, the flag of the United States, then the flag of the country of France. We were in the presence of that celebration. Do you know how many journalists they come on June 6th to see and to talk to the family members and see if they can have a possibility of an interview with a family member of World War II and to be part of that celebration? Few, counted. And we got that by the blessings of God. We had it on our own vehicle. We had that opportunity with us. And God gave us that opportunity to see that. It's just an unbelievable, unbelievable day. All of that video, you can watch it possibly tomorrow. I will be premiering it at Locals for you to see it. Not only that, we went to where the brigade, the airborne brigade, landed. But before that, we went to the famous cliff where the Rangers led the way of the invasion. A former Ranger, Chuck Holton, journalist and writer, he explained to us the whole situation there. It is another place that is so powerful, full with bunkers all over the place with these German Nazi bunkers. And you have these huge holes. And I was like, what are these holes? Gigantic holes. They were bomb holes. Like what the dynamite? All of these bombs. It's incredible. And we had the opportunity to go underneath the bunker, walk underneath the bunker, to see from the side of the bunker how they were attacking from that side into the beach. Incredible. And after we got out, we had the opportunity to interview Chuck Colton, and he gave us his review and he gave us his way of thought as a former Ranger. That day, the Rangers led the way for the invasion, to stop the invasion and to attack the German army. And they're the ones that they made the first sacrifice on that day on Normandy D Day. It was just an unbelievable day, full with story, full with history, and with so much knowledge. And me as a foreigner of the United States, I feel so privileged to be part of your history. So I want to say to every single United States soldier, I hope that the video that I will put out tomorrow, it is of your pleasure. And I want to thank the American audience for the opportunity to have this opportunity to walk on your soil, on sacred soil, and to be, incredibly part of this. It was a true honor. For me, it was an absolute true honor. And I've always cherished this moment. Not too many Mexicans have this opportunity to be standing at a place that is sacred ground. At, you have, as you're watching the beach, and you're just imagining, imagine this whole beach covered with people that they're lying there and that they gave their lives as soon as some of them they never reached the beach. Some of them they reached the beach. Some of them they passed the beach and they lived. A lot of them to July. A lot of them they lived to August. They were ambushed later on. But it's just an unbelievable sight. It's incredible. And in the words of a lot of people that we met, it is the most beautiful cemetery that possibly is in this planet. That is what I can say. It is significant, full of history, and it has a huge energy. Is the only thing that I can say. Humongous energy. Today we took the day to have this opportunity to go also to one of the most beautiful wonders of the world. It is a church outside of France, in the east, I think, in the east side of France. I don't want to mistake myself. It is Mount Saint Michel. Beautiful, it's like a castle, like the Lord of the Rings, basically. And I will do a video promoting that also. That video, incredible, amazing. Tomorrow we have a lot of things to do right here in Paris. As you guys know, the riots and the lootings and the no-go zones are extremely dangerous right here. And as you guys know, also there has been multiple churches that they have been burned by radicalism, and ultimately the mass migration that has consistently, been flooded over here in this parts of Paris. When you enter Paris, you imagine yourself a, you know, really beautiful city like they paint it in the movies. But when you're entering, there's a lot of graffiti. And I think that vandalism and ultimately violence and insecurity has to do with what is happening right now with mass uncontrollable migration and ultimately the failed government of Emmanuel Macron. And uh, it's just an unbelievable sight. It was just unbelievable. Normandy, D Day, and uh, ultimately landing in Paris. Tomorrow we have a long day to work. So many places to go and do an investigation report. We still have so many days to go, still in Europe, and we are basically blessed to be over here and report on the situation which is happening over here on the other side of the continent. In a few minutes, around 20 to 25 minutes, in the platform of locals, you guys have the opportunity to go become a subscriber, a member, and watch what we have done and what we did in a couple of days ago at a video, small documentary that we did on migrants from South Sudan in Calais, France. Incredible story. You guys do not want to miss that. If you guys have the opportunity to go, you guys have the opportunity to go and watch it. Thank you so much. I will accept a couple of questions and a couple of comments. Here's a question right here. What is this right here? It says right here, what does this shirt say? Okay. It says God's plan is our mission, and it has a cross. God's plan is our mission, and on the side it has the flag of the Mexican flag, and on the side it has another cross. And on the back of the shirt it has stop child trafficking and stop child migrant abuse. That's what it says on the back of the shirt. So that's what my shirt say. Where do we find locals? Do you pay for it? Love all that you do. Thank you. Be safe. It is a platform that you need to be a subscriber, and it has a a contribution quantity that it needs to be contributed for you to see these videos that they are really well edited and specifically for the audience to see. So you can go to locals and you can see all the details right there. And this video is going to be for local supporters. Here is the actual detail for local supporters for Buy Me a Coffee and supporters and members. It's so the price it is right here. It's $5 per month. So you can become a member at this platform at locals. Thank you so much for joining in. Oscar Blue live from Paris. It is 12:38 at night. It's really difficult to go to sleep. I've been going to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. It's really hard, and I've been getting only, uh, you know, I've been getting only 3 hours of sleep. It is really, really difficult to go to sleep in these circumstances when you are 9 hours away. But it is what it is. We came here to work, so we are extremely happy and blessed to be here. So I'm not even complaining about not even getting sleep, really. I'm not complaining at all. So thank you so much. The video about the celebration of today of what we saw, and you guys do not want to miss that video, Normandy D-Day, and the cemetery, and ultimately all the the tour of also the Ranger Cliff. Uh, you know, you can possibly see it tomorrow or the day after. I will be trying to do my best for tonight to send it to you guys, to send a package to my manager and see if it is well done, and if she says that it's okay, we can upload it. We can do it. Uh, so questions, people, before I go. Uh, if you guys want to ask a question, let me just put some comments right here. Thank you, sir. Oscar, bless you. God protect you and your friends from Knoxville, Tennessee. Gilbert Glenn. Thank you so much, Mr. Gilbert Glenn. Uh, get some. What people do without YouTube? Gee, I guess I would have to actually work. Uh, well, you got the average typical comments, but we are concentrating on people that they are actually saying something that is productive. Uh, hello, Blue. Question: Are you learning, Miss Kim Levy? How you doing? Are you learning to speak French? No, no, I'm not. It is really difficult. It is not that I don't. You know, it's not that I am not. You know, not that I am. Basically, I don't want to. I don't want to learn it. But it's not of my. I really I don't think that I can. I don't like it. It sounds beautiful. The only thing that I can tell you is really sounds beautiful. I have, as we have been here for quite some time, uh, you know, uh, it really sounds beautiful when you're just approaching people, and you know, it really sounds beautiful, but it's really difficult. So I don't know. It's not in my area of I try to learn. I prefer other languages that they are not much easier, but it's not the one that I want to learn. Dennis Malloy, thank you, Oscar. You are more patriotic than most Americans. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so nice. Uh, another comment before I go. Uh, another comment or question, because we have a premiere at local. So whatever comments and questions. I don't even know what time it is over there on the West Coast and on the East Coast and on Central Time. I do not know what time it is over there. So whatever questions you guys want to ask in terms to the trip, in terms to what we are going to do, I'm right here for you guys. So go ahead. 3:43 Pacific time. Wow, it's 3:43. 6:43 East Coast. Okay, thank you so much. How long will you be there? I am going to be here for quite some time. So we're just barely started, and we got a long way to do. We got a long way to go. So, uh, you know, uh, it's uh, it's going to be a while. So I'm really happy, and I'm extremely blessed to be over here. How old are you? I am 42 years old. Another question. 5:43 Central Time. Are the riots going on? I believe that you mean the riots in France. A lot of the areas have been controlled, but some of them have been no-go zones. So it is it's extremely dangerous to go to these kind of places and try to document and see what is going on. But we are going to dare to go and see the reality of this situation. Uh, ah, Are you seeing the agenda there as well, like the USA? Yes, it is the same. It is the same. Really, it is. It is the globalist agenda, and it is completely destroying borders and it's destroying the sovereignty of a lot of countries. I was in the Netherlands not too long ago, and the globalists and the environmentalists are hijacking the freedom of the farmers. They're trying to take away their land so they can, possibly build governmental housing for the mass migration, and ultimately stop the cultivation of their goods. So, because they say that uh, the cows and also farming and the manure, it is contaminating the atmosphere. So they need to stop. The question is, what are you going to eat? And you dare to understand that possibly, there's so many theories, but I don't want to get into them. But yes, it is kind of like the same globalist agenda, open border agenda. Have you been keeping up with Anthony Strip on the border? I saw. I apologize. I have not been keeping up. They sent me a video of him of the recent border that he's been doing a border tour, really important border tour that you guys have to watch. But I'm hardly keeping up over here. So I apologize to my brother, but I seen a video that he did on the border that it was really important. So I saw that and I was extremely intrigued, and also it's really important what he's doing, extremely important. So uh, I haven't had the time to watch all his videos. I will have some sleep tonight and I can catch up to what he's doing. It's so important what he's doing in the border, having this border tour. So be sure to contribute to his cause and ultimately support his cause as he is trying to do his best to expose the reality and truth, as we always say, of the border situation. So I haven't seen all of his work lately, so it's because I've been over here. So it's kind of difficult to do that, and also the hours I'm really off. I'm driving, I'm editing, we're hitting this place, we're going to the other, and it's really hard to do it. Will you be sharing on Wendy Bell maybe when she gets back on vacation? Absolutely. Yes, we talked about that before I left for Europe. I talked to her and I told her where I was going and exactly the locations where I was going. And I knew that she was on vacation and that she was going on vacation, but ultimately I am I you know she's on vacation, so there's no possibility right now whatsoever to try to get on the show. Are you using the train system? No, we have a car. About the cost of living. Have you asked the locals about the cost of living? How much has it gone up? And depends on what country. What country are you talking about? Because I've been in the Netherlands, Belgium, passing by Belgium, and France, and in different parts of France, in Calais, France, Normandy, France, and now I'm in Paris. So I don't know which place are you exactly talking about. Is Ben with you? Yes, he's in another. He's in the same hotel room, but it's another room. Yes, he's with me. Questions before I go? Okay. You're saying Paris. I just got here to Paris, so I don't know specifically the cost of living right here in Paris. I just got here, so give me tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll do an investigation on situations. I have that on now. I'll write it down, and I will have that on the agenda. But the cost of living on other places, when it comes to Calais, it is expensive. It is a really beautiful place. I've been to places that there are some of them they're difficult areas, and some of them they're really beautiful. So the rent and the cost of living is not cheap. It is expensive. But when it comes to the Netherlands, I can tell you that it is run by globalists. So you guys know what happens with the globalist agenda. Taxes go high, inflation goes high, and ultimately the catastrophe of the economy goes down. So that will ultimately explain to you. And in Belgium, it is another country that is also the host for environmentalism and for these demonic evil agenda of George Soros and the globalists. Nope, nope. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that, so I can't say that I have seen that. So I will say no. No. Where can you get a shirt like the ones I'm wearing? I made them for myself, and I gave one to my brother Ben and to Chuck Holton and to some other friends also. But I made them for myself, knowing if people like them, I will put them up for sale, and we'll talk to my manager and see if we can do something about it. But absolutely, absolutely, if you like it, if people likes it, and people want it, I will put them up for sale. Last question before I go, so you guys can have the time to go and watch Locals that is programmed in around 10 minutes. Last question. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Oscar Blue Live right here. It's the 7th of August. It is 12:51 late at night over here in Paris. I am in Paris today. We have been moving along the whole country of Paris, and from the beaches that connect to the United Kingdom, from Calais, France, uh, also, to the places like Normandy, and ultimately not only that, but today we landed in Paris, and you know, I don't have the list. I don't have the list, and let me see if you send it. Hold on, audience. Uh, oh, okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Mary Yates. Thank you for your contribution to the military ballistic helmet. Thank you so much also for the contribution. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To Aileen, to Mike, to Anonymous, Julu, also thank you so much. Linda, Miss Linda, thank you so much to supporting our travel fund. Buy Me a Coffee is right there. If you guys like to contribute for independent reporting and travel fund, Buy Me a Coffee. It is right there. God bless you all. We will see each other tomorrow. I will be possibly finishing up this little documentary that I will do from our visit to this historical place, Normandy and Omaha Beach. Tomorrow we have a long day also right here in the city of Paris. Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy your evening. I am going to try to get some sleep. God bless you guys. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, God's plan is our mission. Take care.
We're here with at CPAC Mexico with the president of Mis amigos migrantes, pues aquí estoy.
Total catastrophe, and it is a crisis.
Of a child right there. All these NGOs, you're fake. It is this, the crisis of children.